Hello, this is Gio, and today I'm going to be talking about how to remove and reinstall an interior door. It's pretty simple, and I'll show you how to do it today. Okay, so just first of all, just the anatomy of the door. You have the door itself, and then it's held in place by these door hinges. Now the door hinges have a pin in them. The door hinges come in two parts. One part that's attached to the door, the other part attached to the door frame. And they're connected by a little pin up on top. And then you have the doorknob here, which has the little latch that goes in and out, and so that's also holding the door in place. So in this particular door, you have 3 door hinges, and sometimes you only have 2. So if you only have 2, that's fine. And you also have the doorknob that's holding the door in place. So the basic steps to removing a door is to just remove the door pin, the hinge pin. So each one of these hinges have a pin associated with it. And for interior doors, you can normally do this while the door is closed. Actually, I recommend it. What you need is basically a flathead screwdriver, or sometimes you can just get away with a little putty knife or scraper. And the door hinge, you could either take your flathead with a little hammer, and if you have a little lip that you could grab the top, you could just hammer that up, or you could just push it from the bottom. But I usually can do it just by tapping it, and you could see the little head come up. I'll give it a close up here. And you can see as I tap it up, this pin just comes all the way out. I'll just go ahead and hit it all the way out. And there it goes. It usually has some grease on it. You could add some more, maybe some silicone grease as well. And you could see the 2 sides of the hinges actually separate. I'm actually going to just replace this a little bit. Just wiggle the door back in place, just kind of leave it like that, and I'll remove the other 2. So this middle one is already a little gap there, which is fine. You just kind of tap it out of place. And I'm just going to remove this one fully and remove the bottom one as well. Okay, so I completely removed the center and the lower hinge pin. Left this one kind of hanging there. I left this one just so the door wouldn't fall in. And again, at the doorknob, it's still secure. Now to remove the door, you want to kind of remove the upper one by holding the door, making sure that the door doesn't fall on you, and just kind of tap this last one out, and you'll notice that again the hinge separates. Put that down, and just by holding it, you want to open up the door handle and kind of just rotate it a bit out, holding up the top, and then you could remove the door completely. Now with the door removed, you can see how the door hinge separates, and they're kind of offset. There's 3 little hinge connectors here, or hinge pin, and there's 2 over here, and then they kind of just connect into each other. Now to remove or to reinstall the door, you just kind of do it in reverse. You first have to get the door back on the door frame connected to the hinges. And it's helpful if you had a friend to help you out with this, but I will try it by myself. And again, you just kind of lift it up and try to connect them to the hinges like this, on the bottom as well. And just try to very carefully bring the door so it closes again. Then you grab one of your hinges, or excuse me, one of your hinge pins, put it on top, and you might have to maneuver it a little bit. Maneuver it a bit in place until you kind of get it in there, and you could just kind of wiggle it. Sometimes you need a hammer to kind of tap it into place. Oops, some fuzz. Just like that. I usually like to leave a little bit of a gap. Just next time when I take the pin out, it's kind of helpful. It won't hurt anything. And again, just I like to start with the bottom one,
after the top one, and kind of just, you may have to wiggle things in place a little bit. Just like that, leaving a little bit of a gap. And then the center one, if you do have a center one. There you go. And it should work just nicely. So there you have it. Hope this helps. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.